Hi everyone, it's Angie Robertson with Chic Space, and I wanted to take a quick minute to kind of go over filing. I know that it seems really simple, but I just want to share some techniques that I do for filing client paperwork and how I keep up with all my clients. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a system I used to use, and then I'm going to show you a system that I've switched over to and give you some explanation along the way. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to show you a 3-ring binder. So whenever I start working with a client, what I do is I get just a plain white 3-ring binder, and you can get any color that you prefer. I just chose white because it just looked better. And then what I did is I purchased, well, let me back up and say that on the 3-ring binder, I always make sure that it has this little kind of plastic pocket here where you can slide something behind the cover. So then what I did is I purchased just some plain white tabs, and on my computer I just printed out some little stickers and I labeled each one of these. So I have a client profile, credit card information, a signed agreement, instructions, and then notes. And so I put the appropriate paperwork behind here. Then anytime I have a call with a client, I would keep just notebook paper in the back and I would take notes. So I would keep everything in one place. And then I also have this loose pocket up here in case I need to keep anything, that it didn't need to be bound. I could put it in here. So that's what I did. Then in order to identify each notebook from each client, I would go to their website and I would just print out a copy of like their contact us page. And the reason I did that is typically they'll have their phone number on there, their email address, and that way if I need to quickly get a client's phone number, I can pull a notebook out and it's right on the cover. So then I just simply place that in the front cover behind that plastic sleeve that I was talking about. And then most of the times I'll print out another sheet like this and then just cut off the top piece and then stick it on the side so that when the notebook's standing up, you'll see it on the side as well. And so that's how I keep track of all my clients. Well, now that my business is so virtual, there was really no need for the notebook for me. So now I've moved to just a file folder. And another reason for my hesitation on the file folder is because file folders in general have been manila, and they're ugly, and they're plain. But now, a lot of the office supply companies like CJ Work, or there's another one called Sorting with Style. Those two companies, they're ran by women, business owners, and they sell office supplies for women. And so if you go to their sites, they have these fantastic folders that you can see. You can also go to Staples. I mean, everybody's starting to carry them now. But so I bought these folders. I bought this color because it matches my office. And so it's just a plain regular folder, and you can certainly write your information at the top. And then what I did, because I don't want anything loose hanging around in my folder, I went to Staples and I bought these self-adhesive steel fastener bases. And so they look like this. They're just this flat piece. And on the back is adhesive right here. So I just peel the adhesive off. I stick it in my file, and then it stays. And then you just bend these tabs up, and you punch holes, 2 holes in your paper, and you can slide your papers in there, and then they stay in there securely. So here's an example of what that looks like. So here's one of my client notebooks. You can see where I have the tabs here. So I'm able to pull his paper out or put more in and then just close it. And another thing that if I really wanted to do, but it's not necessary for me, but I could buy, they're called vertical tabs, and the tabs will appear down here at the bottom, whereas like in the notebook, they appear here on the side. These tabs would appear down at the bottom, and you can label. So I could theoretically take those same tabs and put them here. But I don't necessarily need that for this, from what I do. So now that's the way that I keep my clients, so nothing falls out. Everything's secure. I can just grab the client's file and work with it when I need to, and then I've got their information. So I hope that has helped you. I hope that helps you in some way create, be able to organize your office more. I know it seems very simple, but a lot of times people just leave stacks of paper laying around, and so this is a way for you to get it more organized. So until next time, make your space a chic space.